I have no idea. I don't really understand it, but I feel sorry for them. I mean, I wish they had a place to live.
There's a lot of people that are homeless that they normally would never be homeless. Like, it's just our economy. It's so bad. And then once you get into that loop, being homeless, it's just like, it's a never-ending loop. And it's hard to get out of it. And it's crazy.
I see a lot more homeless people on the street here. I don't know if that means that they're like from here or if they travel here.
I couch hop. So yeah, I'm still currently looking, and prices keep going up.
We're not seeing repeat folks come through our system. These are new families, these are new individuals that have never faced homelessness before.
Those folks out there on our streets are human beings.
My mom passed away last year, and so I was staying out here with my aunt and her friend and the homeless shelters. There's like the only shelters down here other than Salt Lake is in Ogden, and so I had to go stay at the shelter. So yeah, I've been just out here doing that pretty much. Like, I have kids, and they were homeless with me at the beginning, but because of everything going on with drugs, I'm not there, you know. I had to let them go live with their dad because I couldn't. I got sick of seeing my kids sleeping on the concrete or like in the rain. It was terrible. It was really bad.
I've lived here all my life. I'm 25, about to be 25 years old, so 24.
About the same. I lived here most of my life, and I know the streets pretty well. I'm 24, almost 25. I rent. It's Section 42 low income, but it's very hard to live.
And then I was like, I'm technically, in the sense of things, I am homeless. My mom just recently kicked me out, so I am currently living with him.
The lady I last lived with, things just kind of went south, and she abused her power, and I was homeless for a little bit over 3.5, 4 months. So I lost a lot of stuff. I have nothing to really keep or maintain from my childhood anymore. I'm basically always at square one to restart and a lot of things.
So the population is definitely growing. There are definitely new faces all the time. And post-COVID, we had this ripple effect that happened. As you probably are well aware, people are being priced out of their units. And so we've had this like level of new to homelessness that we've never seen before.
In my opinion, what I see happening in the future is we're just going to see prices continue to rise. I know people have heard about the crash, it's going to crash again like it did in 2007 or, things like that. That was for a completely different reason. And yes, our economy feels nuts right now. Gas prices, grocery prices, everything, the cost of goods and services are up, we are all feeling it, students and us.
When you do the math, I can only have my paycheck save up to rent, and then that's it. I can't go get groceries. I can't get personal hygiene stuff. I can't keep up on cleaning supplies. Makes it hard.
Go to therapy, can't get the help that a lot of us need because we're living outside of our means because the tax and the price of living is so high that we literally can't afford to enjoy life as it is.
I've seen a little bit of a rise. I've seen a lot more of like homeless population not having a housing situation because the economy and the amount of money you have to spend just to get a small studio has risen. I personally have been in that as well, being homeless occasionally here and there because I can't afford an apartment.
Like, the first resource that you can utilize in the community is 211. 211 has a lot of information available to point people in the correct or into appropriate directions. We have the Lantern House for immediate needs for people that are unsheltered to have a place to go to, and their kitchen serves anybody in the community. They don't have to be homeless. So they serve, food and shelter means for our unsheltered. Man, there's so many resources. I should have probably got a list for you, actually.
My name is Lyly Tran, and I'm the Executive Director of the Lantern House Homeless Shelter and Soup Kitchen. The Lantern House organization provides basic needs to those experiencing any crisis, whether that be homelessness or food insecurity. We have our shelter services, which include regular emergency shelter beds, and then we have our soup kitchen that operate 365 days of the year. Once we provide a basic need for an individual, everything just kind of can build onto that. So we have programs in case management, programs in critical services, anything that they can work on or capture to move forward in their progression of self-sufficiency. So it really does a lot of things, but our main goal is food and shelter.
I hope that we work towards a zero functional homelessness, which is when there's less people coming in the system than leaving. That's what I hope for.
The main thing that you could do is just raise awareness.
They need to act like they just treat everybody that's homeless like we're just criminals and we're below them.
If we can just show more compassion towards each other and not be so divided and actually come together as a community and actually decide what's best for us. Like, we all have different backgrounds, so let's actually come together. Let's find a solution.
We need to all kind of change the narrative of what we think of when we think of homelessness. The truth is there's a root cause. The truth is there's a core issue that happened to lead to that spiral effect, and how do we help that person?
There's a lot of us that when we're homeless, when we get treated that way, they just give up because they don't feel like anybody cares about them and they're not getting the help they need, even though they're there trying to get help, and they just judge us.
People need to understand who the population is and what they're facing. But it's going to take members of the community buying in to that day-to-day work and the barriers that people face to make a change. It is coming here to Lantern House and seeing who's partaking in the services or watching who we serve or talking to the people. It's a sense of understanding and educating in order to move forward with what the solution is.
See the person. We're all humans. People that are unsheltered are not throwaway. They're not disposable. They're human beings just like we are. If you're scared, that's fine, right? But learn, why are you scared? Just start simple. Like, start educating yourself. Start learning, what is homelessness really about? What is trauma? Because none of us are immune from having something happen. We're all one event away from homelessness.